Both here, Artist at Emergent Game Technologies, and in this video we're going to go ahead and take a character that we've already exported and drop him in base game. So first off, if you've never seen base game, we'll go ahead and take a look at it real quick so you can see what you're getting into. To get to it, just open up the root of your Gamebryo Lightspeed installation, and you're going to go into Build, Samples, Win32, VC80, Base Game, and then go and find basegameshipping.exe and double click that. This will give you a few options for what size you want to run it at. Just go ahead and click whatever size, full screen or not, save settings, do not show again. Click OK. This will take just a few seconds to load up here. And it's very simple. You just have a character in a simple room. WASD is going to control your camera so you can move around and see him. And then the arrow keys are going to move him around. And this is just a really simple level. It's got these little triggers on the floor that'll open up some doors for you. If you come in this room over here, there's a little box over here. You can pick up with the N key, move around, and then drop it with the M key. So that's all there is to base game. So if we're going to get our character in here, the first thing we need to do is make sure our files are in the right place. So go ahead and grab all your KF, KFM, NIF files and copy those. And we're going to put these in from the root of your Gamebryo Lightspeed installation. You're going to go into Media, Samples, Graphics, and just paste all those files right in here. So once you've done that, the next thing we need to do is to open up Toolbench. So double click on that. This will take just a few seconds to load. And then once this comes up, we're going to go ahead and open the GSL, which is Game Solution for base game. So I've already got mine pointed there, but to get to that, you're going to go to your root Gamebryo Lightspeed installation. It's going to be in Media, Samples, Game Framework, Base Game. And there you've got your base game GSL. Click on Open. It'll take just a second. Here you got all your EMT projects. That's where all your models and content is stored. And then your base game.block. This is the actual level file. So double click on that. That'll load up. And there you can see the level we were just moving around in. There's the character. Over here is the actual box we picked up. So to get our character in here, all you need to do is select the player character that's in there right now. Click on him. He'll be highlighted in red. And we're just going to override some of his properties to point to our asset. So the first thing we want to do is actually load the asset. So scroll down to Actor, and then click on this next to KFM asset. And that should by default be pointing at the folder where everything else is. If not, it's in the root of your Gamebryo Lightspeed installation, Media, Samples, Graphics. So we're just going to go ahead and click on Ironclad, open. It'll override that property. And now you can see already we've got the Ironclad in here. The other property we're going to override is our idle sequence is spelled with a lowercase I, so we'll go ahead and click on that. By default, World Builder isn't going to display any animations unless you click on this button up at the top here. You can click on that. We can see that he's correctly playing his animation for idle. The only other things we need to override are the actual animation sequences he's calling and speeds he moves and rotates at. So we've got his idle sequence here. My idle sequence is spelled with a lowercase I, so I'll override that. His movement sequence is called walk, so we'll override that. I gave him two turn sequences. He has turn underscore left and turn underscore right. And those turn sequences both turn at 90 degrees per second, and that walk sequence moves forward at 163 centimeters per second, which I know from the art file. Once you've got that all set up, you can go ahead and click on Save, and this button right here is going to export the block file. After that, you're pretty much done. We can just go ahead and launch base game to see what our character looks like moving around in there. So again, to get to that, you're going to go to Build, Samples, Win32, VC80, Base Game Shipping. This will take just a second to load up. And then you'll see we've got our Ironclad in this level now. And he can play his turn animations to turn left and right, walks forward, and stops. Now you've got your character in a game.